Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Evidence, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to load data when you're working on your data science project. So I'm going to be using Google Colab to show you this, and at the end of this you can always click the link in the description below and you'll be able to get a copy of this notebook. So let's dive in. As you can see here, I'm going to show you 4 different ways to load data. So the first way to load data is from a URL. So I'm going to load data from this URL right here. So I got this URL from the UCI website. And in this data set, if you click on data folder, you can see where it says abalone.data. You just right click and you copy the link location. That's how you get the link to this data. Or you can just right click and open link in a new tab. And once you have the data opened in a new tab, as you can see the data right here. You can scroll through it. And there's one of two things you can do. You can do URL equal to this. And then the next thing you do, actually before you do this, you have to make sure you import pandas as PD, because we're going to use Panda to read the CSV. After you've done this, for you to read it, you can do something like, actually I'm just going to call this data so I'll remember it easily. You do pd.read CSV, and then you put in parentheses. You can just type in URL right here, and then you click run and it loads it. So if we go here and click data.head, as you can see right here, this is the data from this URL. Now of course this data is not right because the columns are not right, but we'll fix that in a minute. You can as well do something like, you can put in the URL directly here. So you could have done CSV, and instead of doing this first, you can just copy the URL and put it in right here. And let's run this, and let's come back here and do abalone.head, and this is how you just kind of view a little bit of the data. And let's run this also. As you can see, this data and this data match. So this is one way for you to load data with a URL. You can type in the URL first, or you can put the URL directly in pandas.read CSV. And of course this PD means pandas. And as you can see, these titles and these column names doesn't match the column names here. So we are going to fix that super quickly. To fix that, we'll first, let me do this below so you can see it. We can do something like columns is equal to, let's just create a name, a list that has the names. This is just a list of these column names, and we are going to add this list to this data set so that our data set will have the appropriate number of, will have the appropriate column names. And even before I do this, let me show you something real quick. If we do data.shape, okay, as you can see right here, it says it has 9 columns and it says it has 4,176 rows. And on the website it says it has 4,177 rows. So obviously this right here is 1 less than this, and that's because of this top row. The top row is acting as the column headers, and it shouldn't be. But of course this is normal with data that you get from UCI website. And it says 8 features, but it says 9 here because UCI website counts the last column as an attribute or something. But whenever you get data from UCI website, just know that your columns will be the attribute +1. So let's create the future names real quick. And as I use the word future and column interchangeably, they mean the same thing. In data science, future means columns. So now we have these column names saved under the columns variable. And as you can see here, it kind of tells you what type of data you should have in each. So the first one is male, female, and then the first one gives you 1.5 age in years. It tells you what type of data you should have on your column. So you can use this to double check. Let's make this full screen again. And as you can see, this is our original data set. We are going to load this data again, but this time we are going to add the column names. So let's call this data2 equal. You can just call it data, but I'm just going to do data2 for clarification purposes. So let's do pd.read csv, and in the parentheses I'm just going to type in URL. URL right here, this exact same URL, and then next to it I'm going to do header equal to none, and then I'm going to do names equal to columns, these columns right here. So now let's see what the data looks like. So let's go ahead and do data2.head and kind of see what it looks like now. As you can see, this column names has been added to our data set. So now we have sex, length, diameter, all the way to rings. So now our data looks right, and let's do this again. Data2.shape. As you can see now, it has 4,177 rows and 9 columns like it's supposed to. So that's one way to load data in when you're doing a data science project. You can just use the URL of your data to load data, but you don't always have the URL for the data. So that's when the second method for loading data comes in, and that method is loading data manually. So at the end of it, this video showed you 4 ways to load data in a Python notebook. And of course, you can always click the link in the description below to download a copy of this notebook. I'm going to make it available. You can download a copy of this notebook, and once you've downloaded it, you won't be able to write on it. You just have to click on File, Save a Copy and Drive. That's how you get your own copy. And once you get your own copy, you can edit it. And you can always click Locate and Drive to find where your file is. And if you just want the Python version of this, you can do download.ipynb, and you can be able to download just the Python version of this, no notebook or anything like that. And if this video helped you, please subscribe, thumbs up, share, and most importantly, comment below if you want me to make more tutorial videos like this one. I hope you liked it, and that's it for today. Thanks. Bye.